この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Hyouka. We are on the final 2 episodes of this show, and for all intents and purposes, this is the end. This is it. This is everything. This is the whole shebang. The last 3 episodes that we watched were all sort of one-off little mini mysteries, focused very heavily on less on the mystery, with the exception of episode 19, I suppose, and more on the relationship that is building and continuing to build and become more and more enjoyable between Oreki and Chitanda as she continues to get through his shell of energy conservation and insert a little bit of rose tint into his otherwise very gray life. In celebration of this, I have decided to throw on a slightly pink shirt for the day, although most of it is covered by a sweatshirt because it's fucking cold and rainy today. But regardless, that's sort of what we've been having happen for the last couple episodes. We had the helicopters mystery where an old teacher of his and a couple of other members of the club said at one point that he liked helicopters, but was really covering for something else that was going on. He was worried about some people who had gotten lost out in the mountains in mountain climbing. The second episode was a fantastic set of deductions, sort of like a closed room where the only thing that they had to go off of was this one announcement over the speakers, and Oreki went on this absolutely insane, super mega genius level deductive trip to discover that the person that they were calling to the office was likely somebody who regretted the use of some counterfeit currency at a store run by a couple of old people. And then the third episode was centered around the New Year's festival, where they Oreki and Chitanda sort of went on his own volition, actually went out of the house and did a thing, and got to see a really cute Chitanda and a really cute Yukata, and then we got stuck in a shed because we're dumb. We're dumb like that. After trying a number of things, what were all the things? They tried the handkerchief. They tried one other thing, the bag, right? The purse. No, the purse was the last thing, the thing that actually worked. They tried a bunch of things, and then he eventually tied something on both ends using the knowledge that Satoshi had also seen this same like old like Jidaigeki type film thing as a special on New Year's, and sent him a signal that they were trapped and tied up and cornered like a rat. The highlight of these episodes, there's been some great deduction stuff, there's been some cool direction, but the highlight has absolutely been just cuteness between the two of them and the contrast between their characters. It's sort of the core of the whole show, and getting to see a bunch more of it has been a lot of fun. We are coming to the end of this series, so as it has been for a little while with the KyoAni slot, we will run another poll for the next show to show up on the KyoAni slot. Actually, not sure if we will run a poll or if I'll just go check the previous poll, because it had all of the remaining KyoAni shows on it, so I might just check the previous show and see what was runner-up, but I'll decide that later today. I haven't figured it out yet. In any case, we will probably be replacing it with another KyoAni show and just going from there. What am I hoping for out of these last couple of episodes of Hyouka? We've been on some interesting journeys with these characters. I don't know. I want something satisfying. And I think that there are kind of two ways that can happen. I think that it can be a satisfying conclusion on the romantic axis of this show. Some sort of solidification of Oreki and Chitanda. Anything would be okay, but the thing that seems to have been teased in the last couple of episodes, and the thing that would make me kind of flip out a little bit, would be a kiss. But anything along that direction, I might take as satisfying. And then the other axis where we could have a satisfying conclusion is some sort of coherent change in perspective from Oreki, because his energy expenditure thingy dealio is the main focus of the show, one of the main elements of his character and his battle with rose tintedness and his unwillingness to give into it. So some sort of coherent, I'm willing to give into a little bit of rose coloredness in my life would be I think might be really satisfying, but I don't know. I'm kind of expecting that these episodes will continue to focus on the two of them, but I could be totally wrong. And I don't know what these episodes are actually about. I didn't go back and look at the Jikai thing from the last episode, so I don't remember what this next episode is titled or whatever scene from it was shown in that ending teaser thingy. So we're going in blind, and we're ending off this show. It's been a really interesting ride. I'm sure we'll talk about it more at the end when we've got an idea of how it's concluded. But it's been an interesting ride. It's definitely got some of the most blah, 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 some of the most impressive visuals of the KyoAni lineup that I've seen so far. Certain things that are I would put on par with Hibike, but I don't know if this show is like my favorite KyoAni show. In fact, I know that it's not my favorite KyoAni show. I don't think that it can equal the things that K-On does as well as K-On does them. Not trying to like equate them exactly, but just like I like K-On better than Hyouka, I think. But that's partly because K-On as a style of show resonates better with me. And I don't know, I think it's closest to Hibike in terms of production value and the sort of style of it. But I think that Hibike does its drama in a very different way, although Kumiko does function as kind of a detective throughout the series. But Hibike also has a wider cast of, I think, better fleshed out and somewhat more interesting characters. And I think that comes down to the writing more than anything, which isn't a Kyo anything. And then in production value, I'd put them pretty much on par because Hyoka's a gorgeous show and Hibike is a fucking gorgeous show. But it's been an interesting ride. There's a lot going on in it, but it sometimes feels a little bit thin for Hyoka. I don't know exactly how to describe or explain what I mean by that. It maybe comes down to a lack of what I can see as like tangible growth in characters. There's a lot of nebulous hinting at growth that's possible, especially around Oreki, but not a lot has really changed between the Oreki that we saw in episode 1 and the Oreki that we've seen now. I don't know if that's really fair. There's obviously been some change, and he's obviously become more willing to go outside of himself and help people and do things that he doesn't necessarily have to do, and do things less quickly if he does have to do them. But I'd like for it to become crystallized in some way, and maybe it will be by the end of these next two episodes, and I genuinely hope that it is. I don't know. We'll see if I have more coherent thoughts about it when we get to the end. So, in the interest of heading in that direction, let's go ahead and dive on into episode 21 of Hyouka. I've got the episode up, it's ready to go. It's 0 seconds. There will be two versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there in the corner, linked in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to do a syncy thing and sync up your own episode or your own copy of the episode with the timer-based version, you're welcome to do so. Stick around for discussion at the end if you want it. And let's get to it. Beep beep timer. Oh, Valentine's chocolate. Now you fucked up. What are you gonna do? Grind cocoa and... Oh my god. So is this last year? Middle school. Okay, we've got a promise. There was some motion in those scenes. That was cool. Mm. The homemade chocolates case. Gotcha. That's terrifying. Kind of hot. Hmm. Absolutely. You could hope. And nope. Or I'll kill you. Yeah. Was waiting for it. Your secret is safe with my indifference. Jet Fighters, super racing game. Hmm. Hmm. Hey, buddy. Energy. Oh no, he's going. Virtual on. This isn't a real game, is it? They made this for this. Safe strategy versus. Is he trying to let him win? For a reason. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. That was a weird sequence. Eh, he has changed since middle school. Hmm. Hmm. Flustered cheat. Direct cut. From his sister? Nice. Okay. With warm and tender pity. Just kicking across the room. Glorious. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Really? Okay. No, it's all rosy. I hate it. Not gonna give it to him in person. That sucks. Maybe. So that's kind of a confession of feeling like you're really close to. How roundabout. Damn it, Chitanda! Why is she the cutest? Oh, so many people getting chocolate today. Ooh, it's got like little sugar flowers on it and stuff. Holy shit. That's some pro stuff. It's snowing or raining. Sleet. It? Is it gone? No, it's still there. She's just sitting there waiting. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Did he lie or did he go in, see it, and leave? Oh, wow, emotion. It? Did they get taken? Oh. Uh-oh. I am suspicious of Satoshi. Yeah, that cut makes me more suspicious of Satoshi. Ah. Yeah, you will. However you want to justify it. Hmm. So that Cobra couldn't have fled that way. No. Hmm. Hmm. Too big to put in a jacket pocket? Oh. Hmm. Why were you so late? Ooh. Sure. The guy putting out the thing? Sure, if there's only one entrance. That was an interesting and rapid deflection there, Satoshi. Like, trying to pull one over on... Hmm. 3 in total. Is that so? Hmm. Let's go talk to the koten-bu. Yeah. Hmm. Indeed. Ooh. Oh, hi again. Chitanda with the accusation right out the gate. Dingus. We've all been having this meeting for a while. Yeah. But they didn't take their bags with them, so anything they were carrying would have been... Whoops. I think she's right. Oh, jeez. Hmm. Hmm. Got it. Well, nope. There she goes. He just wants her out of the room so that he can... Explain yourself. Nope. Oh, hi. Awkward. Did you eat it all? Oh. No, they didn't. Oh. Oh. Satoshi? Yeah. Satoshi, what the fuck? Explain yo bitch ass. Oh. Chitanda drastic measures sounds real scary. Oh. Need a quick one-on-one. That's a lie. Huh. That's real, he's lying to her. Because he's already got it, so it doesn't matter. As long as she buys into it. Yep. So, time to explain yourself, buddy. Why do you keep breaking this girl's heart like that? He's totally aware that he's been caught. Unless this is like a massive twist that I don't understand. Alright. Ha. Ding. Little rapper sound. Explain yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Why? To prevent the awkward moment? Right, he said 3 and you would have been through twice. Oh. Oh. Smart. He broke it in half. Or to eat some. Break her heart. Fuck! Oh, that was a cool visual right there. Letting me win? No, that. Ah. Yeah, I would love to hear it. Please. Please explain yourself. You're a generalist. Right. Hmm. But her obsession with you? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You're being a fucking asshole. Then stop. So abstinence from all obsession. Hmm. Just covering. Gah! Alright, good move. Dude, that is so fucked. Hit him! Well, she knows now. That can be arranged. Huh. It was really good. He's gonna call her. We're not gonna get to hear it, are we? Motherfucker. Hey, the chocolate bar. Oh, so satisfying. Mm-hmm. This was a weird episode. I'm really pissed at Satoshi, but I don't know what he's calling. Like, he could rectify it by calling her and telling her something, but like I understand being uncertain of your own feelings and like needing time for an answer, but to string somebody along like that is really fucking asshole-ish. And Chika? Chick's on a detour. Weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about this episode. I mean, we've seen Satoshi in turmoil before, and we're finally addressing his strange relationship with Ibarra, where he knows that she is head over heels for him and constantly avoids doing anything that would like tell her that he's not interested or that he is interested. It's really fucky to keep somebody in limbo like that, like just in common courtesy. And as I was saying during the ED, when the ED was playing, like I can understand being uncertain of your own feelings and how to respond to somebody being interested in you like that, but his justification for it is weird. It's very strange. This idea of trying not to be obsessed with anybody, that he's created his own version of a rose-tinted life where he's not obsessed with anything and kind of carefree, and he's worried that entering into any kind of genuine relationship with Mayaka will trigger him to go back to being obsessed with everything. But it's not true. Like I can understand being worried about that, but it's not true. Like you don't have to do that in the same way that you could somebody could swear off of all vices and then say like, oh, anything that I do will instantly trigger me to become an addict again. But we're not talking about addiction here. We're talking about a tendency toward obsession over specific things, and the possibility of being obsessed with a particular girl versus being obsessed with literally everything in your life is just silly. I don't like it. I do not like it. I don't dislike the episode because it was really well produced and there were some damn pretty moments in it. I mean, even this very introductory scene with the sort of stomp that she does and him being all sheepish. This stomp is dope. This stomp is dope. I actually want to see it frame by frame. Hold on. Because I think there's a cool smear right there. Yeah, that's dope. And then as she tears the thing up, well, put simply, yes, and takes a step back. She tears it up, and it's gorgeous. There's some just gorgeous animationification here, and some craziness. And there are a couple of cuts like that. There's one where Chitanda runs up to Oreki in the library, and it's pretty cool. This whole scene is kind of reminiscent of the cafe without a choice, or with the two choices, but very different and uh, hmm, really scary and a little bit hot. Some great like this up close and personal for the whisper moment is very cute and well done. The moment when she turns to him and does the little tee, and you know that the "or else I'll kill you" is coming immediately after, and then it does. The episode delivers visually in a lot of wonderful ways. And this realization that he's changing, that he's different, is interesting. Some very cute moments from Chitanda, all of them very will they won't they, and the box from his sister, which he then kicks across the room. And again, some more cute Chitanda moments, some good stuff. Like when she just like belligerently yells at the people in the astronomy club, whatever it is. Give it back, oh, child. This is a cool cut, very reminiscent of another very cool cut, and just there direction wise, there's a lot that makes Satoshi immediately seem suspicious. He's just standing around, sort of looking sidelong at everything and being suspicious. He's acting pretty sus. So yeah, well done episode. It's just that the conclusion to it I kind of fucking hate. Um, and it's also kind of up in the air whether he maybe redeemed himself a little bit by actually making this phone call to Mayaka, and depending on what he told her, it's just kind of on a personal human level, it's kind of messed up. It's just not very cool, dude. It's not very cool. Kind of makes me sick of Satoshi's shit. Just a little bit. Hmm. Okay, well, that was a weird penultimate episode. let's move on to the next episode, the final episode, and we'll see if we can right this ship. I'll do a syncy thing and stuff, so I'll see you in a moment. Peace. All right, welcome back. We are good to go on the final episode of Hyouka. The previous episode, while it looked really good and had some cool moments in it, also made me kind of salty and a bit bitter about the way that played out. It was kind of fucky. I don't know. I don't know. This episode is titled "Chicks on Detour" or something like that. Weird. Got no idea what the hell that's gonna mean. Whether chicks is like literally tiny baby chickens, or if it's the girls, or what it is. I don't know. But let's go ahead and dive on into it, and I guess we'll find out. Beep beep timer. Hmm. Huh? What does that? What does that mean? Nope. Okay, so be part of some ritual. Ah. Oh. Is she the doll? So you two are gonna be going on a walk. Position of Empress. Okay. Wow, farming territory. Last time with the OP. Oh, the umbrella. Maybe. I'm coming directly after the line. If we can decide the kind of person we want to be. Makes me think that it's intended to be symbolic for Areki himself as a protective umbrella. Maybe a stretch. A chick on a detour. Rose tinted. Sweet. Can't go back. Whoa, nice place. Hmm. Oh, shit. Hmm. Sure. Yeah, by the warmth. Bustle, 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 bustle. Please don't make me do anything. Hmm. Wow, full Dogeza from an old leader man. Yikes. Yeah. He's gathering info. Some of this is going to be important. That's a lie. Huh? Whoops. It's going to ruin everything. Detour. It'll force a detour. Hi. Me too. But he's not. Better to know now. Shit. Right. Right. Yeah, that sucks. It's relatively reasonable. But that means walking further. Oh. What? 5 chick dolls. Dressing room. Most definitely. Mm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hey. That was all the message they needed to confirm? Oh, okay. What's wrong with Toji Bridge? Is there some... Too tall? Yeah. Whoa. Nope. Not at all. Oh, wow. I don't see purple eyes. Some crazy Oni. Oh, that's the umbrella. There's some eyes. Now that's Chitanda. Whoo! There are the purple eyes. All in a daze, all in a blur. Okay. Indeed. Oh, pretty. Oh, it's so pink. Give in. Give. Oh, that's so pretty. Give in. Hmm. They're together. Same. Hmm. No. Never. Dango. Hmm. So he told her about that. Or, yeah, he told her about that. Oh, hi. Are you curious? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. Fool me once. Oh, wow. What a feast. Would know that gasp anywhere. Eh? Doshite? Oh. Hmm. But you're curious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rose tint. Sunset tint. The one guy who they were yelling at? Hands? Yeah, it tickles. Ah, so that guy. The guy with the earring? Who's too tall? He wanted it to go longer. Oh, it's further along. He desperately wanted that view, so he got them to close the bridge. That's pretty complicated, but okay. So rosy. Hmm. Hmm. It broke him. It broke him. He broke. Because he's not directly related to any of them. Okay. Oh. That makes a little bit more sense. Oh. Full pink. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. The east and the west. The north and the south. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So your offer made it possible. Yeah, that makes sense. That's still a big thing. Yeah. But it was significant to those people freaking out in that room. Hmm. Or crops. Life sciences. Sure. Business? Chitanda? Nah. Whoa. You didn't say it? Fuck! Fuck you, show! You can't just do that! Unable to say it? God fucking. Shattered. Shattered. God damn it! You can't just bait and switch like a statement like that away, you motherfucker. I'm so mad. That would have been. Hmm. Symbolism of bud springing forth. Sure. Oh, that would have been the finality that I wanted, and they took it away. I'm so mad. That is deeply unsatisfying. Mm. That should be full fiend. Okay. It's the first. Mm. I wonder. I wonder how much actually gets adapted, because there are 5 volumes of Koten-bu, and and like I don't know how much else got adapted, because that it colors the nature of the story a little bit. Whether it goes on from here, I assume that it goes on from here. I assume that we didn't adapt all 5 volumes in this 22 episode anime. And so there's like hope and possibility for future stuff. And it would make a lot of sense if we're using the anime as in part an advertisement for the continued story in the novels, to leave a bit of a cliffhanger there. I think I said at the beginning that there were like 2 axes upon which I think I could be satisfied by this show. One of them is a crystallization of Oreki's like willingness to let a bit of rose tint into his life and like be cool with that. And I think to an extent we got that with the walking scene, the procession scene where he's freaking out a little bit and saying that his thing is shattering. But it doesn't really come to fruition. I guess it does to an extent. The issue is that this is deeply unsatisfying as an ending, because we want something to happen, and nothing happens, and it knows that it's deeply unsatisfying as an ending, and it flaunts it, and it kind of pisses me off that it does that. It really kind of does. It's not like it ruins the show or anything. That's hyperbolic and ridiculous, but endings matter, I think I disagree with people like Digibro who don't think that endings matter that much. I think that endings do matter. I think that endings are a chance to drive home the point, if you have one, in whatever you've spent the last hours and hours and hours and hours watching. Like there's a lot of content here in Hyouka, and a lot of it is gorgeous, but I don't know what I can take away from it or what I can really learn from it. I don't know. I feel kind of the same way with the way that we had a non-conclusion to the Satoshi Ibara weird relationship. Like, we have 2 separate will they won't they's going on in this show, and neither of them come to anything. Either on the will or the won't. And it kind of really irks me that they teased a statement from Oreki in his own mind that would have been a they will statement, and then took it away. Mm. Like, I'm fine with will they won't they. It's fine. God damn it, it still ticks me off. Just a little bit. Shit. And the wind blows. She wants to show this side of herself to him. I mean, this was a really cool moment of direction when... No. Yeah. When he says it, and the wind blows, and then the one Sakura petal wipes the screen. I think that's what they did. Bing. Yep. Wipe. It was cool. It's a cool thing, but it's a really cool way of facilitating a really uncool bait and switch. Now, okay, I think that credit needs to be given where credit is due, and that is that I care about these characters enough, and I care about their spring budding relationship, whatever you want to call it, enough that this irks me, right? That in and of itself means that I care about the characters and I want to see their relationship come to some kind of fruition. It doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to, really. So it's important to note that they've had that level of an impact on me. Great. Still would like more here. I would still like more. If you know how many volumes approximately the anime adaptation actually covers, I'd like that information because I didn't find it off of an ultra quick Google search. I just don't see it anywhere. So I don't know. Mm, I guess he learned about the formality of the dogeza that he goes through from the moment when Kaho and Chitanda bowed to each other formally. I suppose he learned from that. Getting Oreki getting told that he's got his shit together is kind of hilarious because he totally does not. But okay. I suppose this sort of like a wedding serves to build up a bit of tension for what Chitanda is going to look like, which is kind of cool. And eventually seeing Irisu and Chitanda come out and have her be the empress, and oh, it's so cute, yeah. And have him give in a little bit to his own curiosity if I could see her in front of me now without her makeup on, and then eventually he does. Hoped you would solve this mystery for me. Some cool depictions of culture and I don't know, the silly things, the silly traditions that are the glue in a rural agricultural society like this are pretty interesting. They solved the mystery, of course. I think, is this the first time that Chitanda's also gotten the right answer? I think so. We bring the rose tint into every scene that she is with him, using the sunset as the cue for it. But there's this notable pink to their skin tones that's very noticeable, and then it just gets more dramatic as we come out here. It's very cool. It's very cool looking. There are some really good looking scenes here, and her explanation of where she is, where she's going, and where she wants to be, and her statements that this place she doesn't see much potential in it, and she doesn't see much in it, but she still wants to show this side of herself to him is very cute. It was just the perfect opportunity for him to say something smooth as fuck like that, and for it to just go over, and they took it away. It's like a knife through the gut. It sucks. Ah. Another very pretty episode with very pretty backgrounds, but I feel unsatisfied. I guess maybe you could hit that from a more optimistic perspective and say that I feel unsatisfied because I want more because I enjoy it so much, and that's true. It's fair. But I like me a satisfying ending. And it doesn't have to be like an ending with massive finality. I think the other thing that's interesting is actually I should probably check before I say something stupid. I was going to say I think this is the first KyoAni show that I've reacted to that I would consider a romance. Let me just check through. I guess Liz could count. I haven't seen Koe no Katachi. I haven't seen Shinibyo. I have seen Clannad and After Story, but they were a long time ago, so I don't really remember. I guess Haruhi would count. I guess Haruhi would count as a romance. But I remember being moderately satisfied with the ending of Haruhi, especially the film. I guess you could call Second Rate a romance, but it's not really. And I haven't seen Tamako Love Story or Tamako Market yet, so nothing there. It's definitely the first KyoAni show that I've reacted to that I would consider a romance. The others are CGDCT or slice of life type things. Hmm. So I guess I'm not familiar with it. But I also think that that comes more from the writing style of the author, the novel author. Whatever. Whatever. I was just looking for an explanation where there really isn't one, and that's fine. Ah. Closing thoughts on Hyouka, I suppose. Hmm. I think it's easy to dismiss the show as being like all flash no substance, but it has substance to it. It's just a weird form of substance that isn't exactly the kind of thing that I'm usually looking for. Um, I think a part of that is because of how disconnected the arcs usually are. Like we don't get a real sense of time passing as the show goes on, and we don't get a deep investment in a specific thing that the characters are doing, which makes sense because the characters aren't invested in a specific thing. That's not the focus of the show. Comparing it to something like Hibike, where we've got the performances and the music itself as like a measure of how our characters are doing, and we have specific goals to reach. I think that ends up being a little bit more of a satisfying form of storytelling than these disconnected mysteries where our layers of story are like solving the mystery is one layer, and then the character dynamics and character relationships are another layer, and then the individual characters and how they see themselves and how they want to exist in this world are the next layer. There isn't much to this show beyond that, and you can glean a lot of depth from what is there, sure. I don't know. I think I'm just a little bit more comfortable with a more familiar, goal driven storytelling style. Um, but I don't know how you would tell the story of somebody like Oreki because he's not somebody who has goals at the moment. Although I mean, neither is Kumiko, neither is Yui, and they're both characters who learn over the course of their respective stories to have goals, whether those goals are specifically like winning something or a measurable competition, or just to become a club or become something or do something and do it well. I mean, the story here is a story of a battle with indifference and meeting a girl who pulls him out of it. And it's an interesting story, and it's a well represented one, a well portrayed one, with some goddamn gorgeous animation and some goddamn brilliant direction and some great music and great color design and all of the stuff that you would expect from a high quality KyoAni show. But it doesn't have that same resonance. Some of the elements of the characters have that same resonance, but it's not quite on the mark. I think I think I'll have to go back and look at how I've rated other KyoAni shows in the past and try to determine where I would put this, but I don't think I would give it a score higher than an 8. I think it would probably be a 7 in my book. And I don't think it would be a fair 7 or a fair 8 because I think that the production value of the show all around is 9-10 tier. And I think that the storytelling of the show all around is like 6 tier. And I apologize if that sounds like I'm shitting on characters that you really love, and I think that the characters here are cool and interesting, but I just I get this feeling that they're super underutilized in a lot of ways. That there could be a better version of Hyouka in a different universe. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not disappointed by any stretch, but I also don't feel fulfilled. So be it. It's still a brilliant piece of animation and a brilliant piece of creativity on display with certain specific episodes as absolute standouts. Then the heavily determined by who's episode directing. The Yamada episodes are kind of like the most standout. It's a good show. I don't think it's a great show. Maybe that's not fair, but that's how I feel about it right now. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. And Chitanda's the fucking cutest, so points for that. Okay, I think that'll wrap it up for me. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Hyouka. It's been an interesting ride. Definitely a wide gap between the arcs that really resonated and the ones that didn't resonate as hard for me. It's an interesting show. All right, I'm just gonna keep blathering on that same note. So let's cut myself off here. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Hyouka. I hope you've enjoyed this journey as much or more than I have. It is totally valid if you feel differently about this show than I do. As I said, I'm not trying to shit on it in any way. It was a wonderful experience and a lot of fun to watch. I just feel like it could have been more. I'd love to hear your own thoughts on it. I will read those comments, so throw them down there. And I hope to catch you next week when we start up some new other KyoAni show. We'll see what that is, whether it actually happens next week or if I decide to run a poll. We'll see. So I hope to catch you next week when we start something, or 2 weeks, whatever it'll end up being. See you there. Peace.